Okay, so first of all, good morning, and how is your morning shaping up?
Very good morning. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing great, fantastic, very productive. I'm feeling start my morning. What about you?
Yeah, of course, I'm also doing great. And this is my first session, so start with full of the beans.
Hmm. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so let's start with the introduction. Would you mind to introduce yourself first?
Mm, just a second. Hello. Could you repeat, please?
Yes, yes. Just I was requesting you. Would you mind to introduce yourself first?
Yeah, definitely. My name is Rigita and I hail from Gujarat. If I talk about my education, I done graduation in English literature apart from my whole two degree, PGDCA and MCA. Now I'm a homemaker, home tutor and YouTuber. And I run YouTube channel by the name of Shine with Vikita, where I upload conversation video and I plus with one song. Yeah, although I wear a lots of hat on my head, I try to show up every day
Hmm.
because I want to broaden my horizon. So, and I love to interact with stranger person from the different background. So I try to accumulate more knowledge. So that's pretty much about me. Mhm.
Hmm. Okay, that's wonderful explanation
Mhm.
yourself as well, so that you can know a bit about.
Could you repeat? Please, could you introduce yourself?
Hello. Actually, yes, yes. Am I audible now? I think I thought there is one internet.
Network is.
Okay. So, yes. So my name is Deepu and I come from Uttar Pradesh in Kushinagar district. Apart from this, if I talk about my professional background, so currently I'm working as a software engineer and having 2 years of experience in IT industry. Apart from this, I enjoy meeting new people and connecting with the individuals to learn from, like from their experience. And specifically, I love to connect with the different background people because if I'm working in the IT sector, so I will love to connect with biology or some English literature or commerce, different background. Because whenever I like connect with those people, so I believe that I learn a lot of things. So this is the first thing. And along with that, although I don't have much time as an IT guy, but recently I have started my YouTube channel. It's been 1 month, so which is completely dedicated to English content. I'm improving myself and uploading the like English conversational videos. So
Mhm.
yeah, that's pretty much about me.
Mhm. Glad to know about you. It was wonderful introduction. So, please tell me about something
Okay.
your journey.
Yes, why not? So actually, yeah, my journey started 2 years ago, and it was started with a like you can say that was the very disappointing moment for me. So
Mhm.
then it started, and I have been learning English from last 2 years. Like, and mostly I have never learned a single rule of grammar because I didn't have time in past due to my like preparation because like to get a job in IT, that was not very easy for me because I come from a Hindi medium background. So that was the very, you can say the obstacles or challenges for me to, come from Hindi medium background and then do a BTech and
Yeah,
then
definitely.
learn communication skills, then yeah, crack the interviews. And like when like even when we talk about the HR, when they call us and then they interact with us like then at that time we sometimes feel that oh, we are very weak in communication. The guy is speaking very like fluent English
Mhm.
and very fast. So yeah, that was the time when I realized that no, I have to work on my communication skills. From that day I have been working. Like, I'm not into the reading these days. Actually, I had started 2 weeks ago, but just after 1 week, due to some time constraint, I was not able to continue. But again, I'm planning to like inculcate the reading habit because I believe that a lot of experienced people always they suggest that you should focus on the reading. That always tell us to like be like patience and a lot of things. I think book teaches us. So yeah, that's pretty much about me. And these days I'm just like mostly focusing on listening and speaking. So yeah, that's all.
Yeah, definitely. I also started I tried to inculcate the habit of reading, but I
Hmm.
continued 1 week, and after that I procrastinated. And I don't know what happened
Hmm.
because sometimes it thinks it was not my cup of tea. I feel bored
Hmm.
sometimes, but somehow I try to
Okay,
inculcate
that's
the habit
nice.
of reading.
So,
Mhm.
hmm. So you have done like your like graduation in English literature
Yeah.
or
Mhm.
what?
Yeah.
English literature. Okay, that's
But
nice.
I
Okay.
honestly
Hmm.
say that time I took as a subject, I mug up the
Hmm.
question answer and somehow I cracked the exam because that time I was not aware of the value of English and I didn't any idea to like a value of this language and we should learn this language. So somehow I cracked the exam. So that's it. Not another thing.
Okay, understood. So that means right now you are giving your full time to the YouTube, right?
Yeah.
That means you have devote yourself.
Yeah, after 6 months ago, I realized the value of English actually. So I started again
Hmm.
and I started from the scratch, I can say.
Okay, so in just 6 months now you are at this level, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, so just I think I am very eager to know your journey very in depth. So please start with a very scratch level, like how did you start it? What kind of challenges, obstacles, setbacks you faced, and how did you overcome? So please start one. I would love to.
Okay, so I mentioned that I started from the scratch and I started before 6 months. And since like childhood, I had the interest to learn this language, but I thought that time it was not my cup of tea. It was out of my league. So in this way,
Hmm.
I thought, but one day I stepped up on a phone and I saw one video. So it was a Dehati ma'am video and it was a conversation video.
Hmm.
So that video, he spoke one line, if I can speak English, so anyone can speak English. And that video mesmerized me. And from that video, I started my journey. And since that day, I never looked back. I maintained my consistency and I started with the listening. I listen a lot because I know that if you listen is the input. So when we have the input, so we can give the output through the speaking. Start with the listening, read out loud, and because even I'm not aware of small spelling like put on, take out, even I didn't know. So
Hmm.
I also follow Kanchan Kesri ma'am's channel, if you heard the name of. So after that, he speak like translation Hindi to English. So I also follow that. I started to speaking with the same sentence. In this way, I started, and after that I start to speaking practice through the audio call. I joined one WhatsApp group where I started with my
Okay.
call learner. And after that 1 year 2 months after I decide and bite the bullet start my YouTube channel. And I can say
Okay.
I previously I used to very shy person, but now I feel confident and I speak confidently because through this journey, through this speaking journey. Because in this speaking journey, I learned so many things, not only related to English, but how to maintain the patience, how to maintain consistency, how to build confidence, how to stay motivated in our life, because the life is always a roller coaster and the same is the journey.
Just.
Being a human, sometimes we feel like we learn something new, but in another stage we feel I'm not learning and I'm not improving. I
Hmm.
do so many efforts, so it happens, but I never
Hmm.
focus on it. I just work hard, and now I'm capable to express my thought easily, so I'm very happy with that.
Okay, that's nice. That's wonderful journey, I must say.
Mhm.
Okay, so you mentioned one thing that most of the people, even when I was a beginner, sometimes we do not able to judge ourselves or to see the improvement. Suppose if
Mhm.
I'm learning English from 2 months, so even
Mhm.
after 2 months, people they repeat the same word, the word that they used to report repeat exactly 2 months ago, like they are not improving, they are not upskilling. So how do you check or judge yourself that now you have been improving from last 2 months? What
Yeah.
is your strategy to check this?
Yeah, what happens? In previously, I also faced the situation. Sometimes I ask my friend, my co-learner, whenever I speak, please check my English where I improve or not. So, and after that, what happens? I started recording practice. I record my voice in mobile, and I compare to 1 month ago and 1 month after. So in this way, I try to I check my improvement, I'm improve or not. So in this way, yeah, of course, in initial stage, like within a 1 2 months, you are not see your changes. But whenever you do your put extra hard works and
Hmm.
efforts, so definitely within a 1 year through 2 months after, you can see the tangible changes, the way you speak, the way you present yourself. So I can say you can see the result, but not
Hmm.
happens in a 1 year
Okay,
2 week.
yes, that.
You have to devote at least 2 3 months after it happens.
Yes, I agree with your point. Yes, because see, these days people are, they wanting an instant result. That is not possible,
Mm-hmm.
right? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I agree with your point. Like at minimum 3 months, not even 1 month or 1.5
Yeah.
months is not enough. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you are like starting from the scratch level, so that will take some time to like grasp the things, because like when we start something new, then initially that takes some time to grasp the things, understand the language, how exactly it's working, what is the flow of the language. Like, and sometimes we like struggle to understand the accent or language of other people as well, right? Suppose if I'm coming from a very a lower middle class family where people speak only Bhojpuri language and Hindi language, then definitely for me it would be a Herculean task to first understand different kind of accent and language. I'm telling you my journey. I actually come from Indian medium background, and when I joined my first organization as a software engineer, so there a lot of client were from the Germany, US, UK, and to be honest, I struggled a lot to first understand their accent. That was the very difficult like things for me to understand. But gradually, like when we start practicing, then things become very easy. So this is what I do. I started listening a lot of things, and gradually it's, I think, have been improved a lot these days. So now I'm a guy now. I'm able to like easily interact and understand their requirements, like what they want from us, what kind of features they want to build, and what is their intent, like how much year they are going to spend with us. So yeah, this is very important.
Yeah, definitely. I totally resonate with you because I also struggle a lot because I am also like came to I study in my native language. So it is a very big
Hmm.
obstacle I can say to face the camera to speak English. Yeah, of course it is a very new
Hmm.
thing. Because it is our second language, but whenever we like build confidence and we have to step out from our comfort zone, and we don't wait for the perfection.
Yes.
Yeah, confidence, because first we can we should take any action. After that it happens automatically, we build confidence, we have some perfection, but it after that whenever we take any action.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
So so far, have you focused on grammar rule or not?
Not too much because I have the interest in childhood and it is my favorite subject. So I'm little bit idea about like simple past and future. So
Hmm.
it helps me a lot, and because I believe that in initial state, like in a beginner state, we have to focus only three tense: past, simple, and present, and little preposition and articles. If we have the knowledge of basic
Hmm.
basic grammar rules, so we can speak easily. And whenever we achieve a certain point, reach a certain point like intermediate level, then we have to focus another tense,
Hmm.
like after ninth tense, because
Hmm.
all are 12 tense. So after that we can focus on it.
Yes.
But in initial it is also helpful, so I never focus. But now I
Hmm.
able to express my thought easily, so now
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
want to like focus on that. So now I can say
Yes.
now I focus on it and work on it.
Yes, understood. Yes, understood. And I agree with your one point, that preposition. And what I believe, like if we are speaking very properly and if we are like listening very carefully, then that would not take very much time to learn the preposition. Preposition will by default come into our mind if we are speaking very carefully and if we are listening someone else very carefully. So we
Mhm.
will learn. I think I believe that preposition through the listening is enough. What is your takeaway? Like how someone can learn preposition?
Nice. Uh, just a second. Huh?
No, actually, yes, actually, I explained you like uh, you know uh, preposition we mostly learn through the like listening. This is what I believe. I never learned preposition by like using a single strategy that now today I'm going to learn preposition.
Mhm.
Right. So, what is your takeaway? How to learn preposition if a beginner want to learn? Would you suggest only listening or something else?
Yeah, first I suggested like listening and start to speaking
Hmm.
also little bit. I didn't know like you have to perfect speaking part, but some word English, some word your native language, but you have to habitual and start whatever you read,
Hmm.
try to read out loud. It also helps a lot because since childhood, whenever we started our speaking journey, we are habitual to speak our native language. So whenever we
Hmm.
speak out loud, so our mouth muscle has the practice and they are habitual to speak English. So listening a lot plays a vital role. And whenever we read, try to read out loud and try to speak small sentence. It's also help
Hmm.
because we are habitual to speak English with little sentence. Please start with simple
Hmm.
and
Oh.
easy and practice every day. Whatever you do, like 30 minutes, 1 hour, whatever you have time, maintain your consistency.
Hmm. Okay, that's nice. So, earlier, as you mentioned that you had enrolled in, I think, in some WhatsApp group.
Mhm.
So, it was like paid or like free?
Not paid. We all are co-learner and we all are same boat. We all are started our
Oh.
journey and we all are
Hmm.
beginner. So no one like any tutor. They suggest us, but we are only take one point and we can discuss about it. Sometimes we practice the storytelling. Sometimes we practice like picture description. So in this way we started our journey.
Okay, understood, understood. So, like, what kind of strategy usually you are like doing these days to improve your communication skills?
Now.
Yes, these days.
Yeah, of course. So nowadays I have the issue of like I have in a gray area the pronunciation MTI issue and I can say the articulation. So now I do shadowing practice every day and I also do
Oh.
pencil technique. I can say if you heard the uh, pencil, put the pencil on your mouth and start speaking practice. So in this way I have to clear I we get clarity in our speaking part. So now I focus on to clarity and the MTI issue, pronunciation issue, and little bit in grammar. Because now I'm able to speaking and I have a little bit confident, so I can express my thoughts easily on any topic. So now I have to focus on my grammatical parts, pronunciation, and clarity. So now I focus on it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you told me that one technique, pencil technique. I think I have heard about this technique first time. Can you elaborate this one? Like what exactly it does and how it helps? Like and which area it helps?
Yeah, what happens? I go to the chat GPT and I ask, please give me the uh, pen pencil technique that I can use at least 50, yeah, 10 minutes. So they give some sentence and tongue twister, and then I put the pencil on
Hmm.
my mouth and start speaking practice. Some sentence first I speak, and after that I take out my pen and I start speaking with is simple. So in this way, I do my practice 50 minutes every day. Tongue twister and some
Okay,
sentence.
so that means the advantage of the pencil or pen that you are using. Means the it would make sure that the movement of the mount is very smooth, or like a normal flow, isn't it? Or is it something else?
Yeah, of course, we get the clarity. Whenever we speak with the pencil, so we can, it is not easy to speak. So we have to force and our mouth and we have to speak like smoothly and slowly and clearly. So in this way, we get clarity in our speaking part.
Hmm. Okay, understood. That technique I think is very helpful. Okay, I
Yeah.
haven't tried. Okay. Hmm.
I just
Hmm.
started like
Okay,
2 weeks
apart
ago.
from okay, 2 week ago, so is there any like outcome that you are seeing into yourself after starting that technique?
What?
Hmm.
Hello?
I'm asking, is there any changes that you are seeing through that practice? Is there
Yeah,
any outcome,
definitely.
result?
Yeah, definitely. After Miss, I also save the recording of first day, and now I every day record myself in mobile. So I compared to both videos, so I can change little bit. Yeah, of course not. I can say in a 15 day, it is not. I can see the drastically change, but yeah, I can see a little bit changes
Mhm.
in my speaking part. Yeah,
Okay, that's nice. Mhm. Yes, definitely in 15 days or 2 weeks, we cannot change the drastical
yeah,
changes.
definitely. We have to
It's
at least
sometime,
devote
as we.
1 year, 2 months. After then, we can change
Hmm.
in ourselves. Mhm.
Hmm. Yes, yes, that's so
Mm.
true. That's so
So
true.
please tell
Okay.
me about
So yeah, do you
apart
have
from
any question
speaking,
for?
what do you do to improve your level?
To be honest, these days, as I earlier mentioned, I am only able to practice with the chat GPT. These days, just I spend 10 minutes or 15 minutes with the chat GPT to just do a normal conversation as we are doing here. And apart from this, I'm just trying to, inculcate the reading habit, but still I'm struggling with the time management skills. I
Yeah,
think I have to learn uh, technique, management of the time, but still, like sometimes it's become very herculean task for us to, like steal some time from somewhere, because when you work like 9 hours or 10 hours in a company, then sometimes it's very difficult for us, but still we are managing somehow to, okay, let's see how it goes, because we have started. So definitely, like when we start something else, then we always able to steal time from somewhere else. So this is what I believe. Just start it, and definitely you would be able to steal it from somewhere. Yeah, and apart from this, yeah, actually, because I'm doing a job, so most of my time is going into my job, 9 to 10 hours. So yeah,
yeah,
and apart
definitely.
from this, these days sometimes I do, yeah, freelancing as well. Like take the mock interviews of the student who wants to like get into the software industry. So this is the second thing, and third thing is YouTube. So yeah, I think it's enough for me to
Okay, that's
control
great.
me at
Yeah, of
24
course,
hours.
everyone have the time issue. Yeah, of course, I am not also get ample of
Yes.
time, but whatever I get, I try to
Mm.
utilize my time. Yeah.
Mm. Yes, 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 and actually, like, yeah, we get, like you can say, the ample amount of time in Saturday and Sunday, so we utilize it very effectively. What usually I try to do, like 3 to 4 session, I always try to manage on Saturday and Sunday so that I can upload it in on a weekday, because
Mhm.
like these days I am in my hometown, but because today I will be traveling, so that's the reason I thought, okay, let's do 1 to 2 session in the morning itself, because I will be traveling, and from tomorrow I will be joining my company. So like in weekday, I most probably, I don't get like time to do the session. Only Saturday Sunday is possible. So that's the reason I did it.
Okay, that's great.
Yes.
Okay, so please tell me about something like
Yes. So
what is your favorite dish? Are you foodie person?
Not much actually, but yeah, I was very kind of foodie person, and you can say I love sweets earlier, but these days I think when I was in my corporate journey, and then someone told me that, and also I heard through these things from many people, that when we eat sweets, then hair fall increase, and also we feel very sleepy. And actually it happened with me. And first I experiment, like whenever I'm eating a lot of sweets or things, then I'm not able to feel very productive. But the day I'm not eating, the day I'm very maintaining the things, like I'm like eating only fruits and normal, like doing normal lunch, no oily things, and I feel very productive. I would be
Yeah,
able to work
definitely.
even 15 hours in a day.
Yeah.
Yes, so that
Hmm.
was the impact I see, and from that day, I have been working on my, like now I have become, you can say, health conscious.
Yeah, I totally resonate with you. It like happens everyone whenever we eat too much food. So after that we feel sleepy. Yeah, of course, and we feel
Yes.
lethargic also. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, it happened.
Yes, yes,
So,
yes,
do you
yes.
have any
That was the.
question?
As of now, I don't have, but definitely because we will do a session again in
Yeah,
few months
definitely. So,
on a particular topic. Because see, yeah, these
mhm,
days I'm choosing a topics where we can do a fruitful discussion, where we can talk a lot of things. So yeah,
mhm.
definitely we will do it very soon. So yeah, thank you
Yeah,
so much for first of all accepting my request, and have a nice day.
yeah, definitely. It was amazing session and I enjoyed thoroughly. Thank you so much for giving your time. Thank you so much. Okay, okay, bye. Have a great day.
Okay, okay, bye bye. Okay.